Set for a start here at Coolum with the Iron Women, round 3. 20 fantastic competitors, and away they go into the small surf. It's a Le Mans start. The boards are up and away, and Creedy looks like she's got a good start in the middle.
She hasn't spent a lot of time running in the past couple of weeks, Rebecca Creedy. She did injure her back at the last round, or she came in with an injury, so she says that she's probably 90% fit now, but hasn't spent any time running at all in the last 2 weeks. And scary for the other competitors, spent a lot more time doing swimming because of that lack of running. Brodie Moyer doing a great job out in the front there, and Gemma Newbigin, wearing the white cap, is also paddling beautifully.
Yeah, and Terry Sullivan is sitting there on the other side on the wash. So the girl in front is leading us out, Newbigin, but the other two girls are sitting on the side wash and trying to get a bit of a rest. As you look back, and there she is, Elizabeth Plumas is sitting in with Courtney Hancock, probably one of the two or the three favourites in the race, sitting nice and pretty.
And on the furthest right position on your screen is our series champion, just getting to her knees there, Elizabeth Plumas. Brodie Moyer in the middle, travelling absolutely beautifully. And looks like Terry Sullivan is up there with them as well. Brodie Moyer looks like she's first on the sand in front of Plumas and Sullivan.
Well, we're coming back into the wave area again, just like we did the first time around. There's a swell picking up as we look at the lead competitors come into that bank area. And this is where it can all change again. So if they can grab another wave here, look out the rest of the field. This will make a big difference. They're driving now. They'll drive over this swell, and you'll find they'll both get down this little one, which will make a difference.
Brodie Moyer is the first one on the stand. Elizabeth Plumas getting everything she can out of that wave. And now we start the first of these run legs, which, by gee, it's a long, long way up and back to beach, Guy.
700 metres, mostly on hard surfaces, so the girls will like that, particularly the girls that are the bigger, taller girls that will find momentum is a lot easier on the hard sand compared to the soft. And but yeah, 700 metres is a telling distance if you're not a great runner.
Mid-swim race update is Elizabeth Plumas, the current series leader, leading Alicia Marriott, Brodie Moyer, Tari Coleman, back 22 seconds behind that. Then Merrifield, Hancock, Courtney, Gemma Newbigin and Crystal Smith. So Elizabeth Plumas has opened up an 11-second gap on second place, Alicia Marriott. Rebecca Creedy, a sensational swim leg. She's 4 seconds further back. Then Courtney Hancock, Tara Coleman and Crystal Smith run out the top 6. What a wonderful swim from your girl, Nicole, Rebecca Creedy.
Well, she did say she's done a lot more, and it was forced water work in terms of swimming because she hasn't been able to do the running, and she's really trying to be getting her back corrected and make sure it's working well. So she says she's 90%, but you know, it just goes to show how strong she is in the swim leg.
Well, Courtney Hancock has had a great run leg, and she's gone up the field in equal second place. That is Alicia Marriott with her running along. We've got Tara Coleman who's in there as well, who's looking very, very strong. And also we've got Rebecca Creedy. So that is the group behind the Plumas lead in the minute. And it is a good group. But Courtney Hancock has really shown that she's coming through. And as I said before, look for her because she's a stayer. And the longer the race goes, the better she gets.
Trev back in the field, the position second and third. There's a big pack of girls building there. By gee, it's going to be a tight finish for the minor places if we continue this type of setup.
And at this stage, don't yet write off Courtney. She's sitting back in second spot. She looks like Liz did in the swim leg. She's really determined, got the rating up probably 10, 15 strokes a minute higher than Liz Plumas at the moment. And the other girls, Alicia in particular, are just sitting on her wash. She would actually be pulling away. If the wash wasn't there, she'd be pulling away.
So it is Plumas, Courtney Hancock making her way up the beach. You can see in the background about 4 girls involving Alicia Marriott pushing for that third position.
Well, This is the tough part for them, getting a 18-kilogram 20-foot-long surf ski around a turn. You've been out there for a long period of time.
And especially in traffic.
You're trying to grab it and turn it around. And this is part of the race here where things can go a little bit wrong. And if you've got a lot of congestion, you can get into a bit of trouble.
Plumas is out safely through the break. So is Courtney Hancock as Marriott tries to punch her way through that little swell now. Most of the lead girls seem to be negotiating it pretty well.
Here comes some swell and Hancock sort of sitting on top. Plumas has gone through that first part and is going into sort of a little bit of an area where it does get shallower, so she might pick up a wave here, but certainly Hancock right now needs the big swell. She needs something to break out the back, and we're looking at the screen here, and here it comes, Trev, so you're right next to it, you call it.
It picked up, it's going to fill up a little bit, but this will actually, Liz has missed the swell altogether. Courtney's going to pick up this next one, I could almost guarantee it. It's flattening out a little bit, she's got her eye on it, she's working really hard. You should have seen it when she spotted this swell. She knows this is a chance to take this another 5 or 6 seconds out of it, and she's going to pull over that. Look at this.
Absolutely beautifully called. Our man on the spot out there, the 6-time Australian Ironman champion, Trevor Hendy. There is Liz Plumer. She is on the beach, but we heard Trev say expertly that this young lady, Courtney Hancock, has possibly shortened that gap by getting that wave. She was sweating on it, Guy Leach.
Well, Howie, we've got 700 metres left, so will Plumers have enough in her to get there? She's had a look over her shoulder. She's seen Hancock running out of the water. Certainly Hancock is not thinking this thing's over yet, so don't expect Hancock to back off. Courtney will have a crack at Plumers and see what Plumers has got left in her.
By gee, it's going to be close. It's a 20-second lead over Courtney Hancock, but back behind Hancock, the race for third. Anyone's, Guy Leach.
Yeah, well, there's a big cluster of girls, and it's going to come down to that run leg. Hancock is flying. She's on screen now. She's having a real go at Plumers, and she's not just going to let it go. Crystal Smith, I think. Is that Crystal Smith's in there, Tara Coleman's in there. So Crystal Smith's come through on the ski leg. Great effort from you as well. Tara Coleman's there. Alicia Marriott sitting in that pack as well. Amy Nerman's in there. Also, we've got Rebecca Creedy, Gemma Newbigam, who's been around that place, and Brodie Moyer is there as well.
Courtney Hancock, a wonderful leg on the ski. She's doing everything she can to work into that gap by Elizabeth Plumers, but Plumers looks so strong today, Guy Leach.
Yeah, and she knows now she's got it. She's smiling, the relief. Time to have a little rest and tap a couple of people and do some high fives as she comes into the finish area. And congratulations, 3 out of 3, you are magnificent.
Wonderful scenes here at Coolum Beach. She made her move in the swim league, Elizabeth Plumers. She went to Currumbin, she was a surprise winner there. She then went to Bondi, she won that. It is now 3 from 3 at Coolum. Plumers heads the series. Well, that was a wonderful performance set up in the swim, but this girl also in second place, Courtney Hancock. She's worked so hard. She's done the Coolangatta Gold. She's had a couple of third places, and she's moved up to second today.
Yeah, she'll be feeling very good about that. She came home the back end of the race, and there goes Tara Coleman is sprinting for third place. This is a magnificent effort from the youngster.
What a wonderful effort by Tara Coleman. 17th in the first round, 16th in the second round, and look at her. She's stoked, Guy Leach, with a third place.
The youngster from Aruba in Sydney, take a bow. You have done a fantastic job.
How was that out there?
It was so tough, and as I said before, leading is so much harder. You find that extra energy when you're coming from behind, and I thought that would come in for sure. It was just such a tough race out there.
Tell me about the mindset that you must be in now, winning 3 races from 3. You must just be feeling so confident.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, as soon as you have a win, you have that confidence straight up. I think I won the last one back in the last series in round 4, and since then I've just been unreal, so I just felt good, and sort of all that's come together.
Even though you were leading from start to finish, you could feel the others trying to get some ground on you. You could see Courtney, I'm sure, at the turning cans. Tell me about your thought process of making sure that you did everything correctly.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I've been talking to all my coaches, and they've said, look, the most important thing is to do everything right, and then the results will follow. So that's kind of my mindset throughout the whole thing, especially turning that last ski. Running around with it, I mean, that was so tough, and you had to think about actually jumping on safely before getting through the wave. So, yeah, just doing everything right.
You're looking very comfortable in the black leader's costume. You'll continue that for the next round in Portsea with big surf. And you've also got the Liz Plumers cheer squad behind you, all wearing yellow t-shirts. So what a great scenes here.
Yeah, exactly. The whole family's come down. They've all got the Elizabeth Plumers t-shirts on, so they're supporting me, which is just fantastic.
You're doing very well. Congratulations.
Thank you.